suppose we have these worksheets 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the task is to consolidate these three worksheets. Okay, so what do you do? Suppose they say, okay, we want to find the total sales for north, central, and south. So what do you do? Okay, so what you do is you copy. I just need the headings there. Okay, I'll remove that. So the assumption is the cells are in the same positions, right? So if you have north, apples is in cell A2. Make sure that in the central, apples also is in what? In cell A2. And all these figures in the various worksheets, they're in the same what? They are on the same positions. All right. So one of the ways to do it is by adding. So you just go to apples, north plus central plus south, and then enter. Having entered, you just do what? Drag, go down, Control D. Okay, you can do your formatting there the way you want it. Right. So this is one of the ways. But the challenge with this one is that it is not what? It is not dynamic. That is, if we add another worksheet, okay, let's say we add this northeast worksheet here, it will not what? The formula will not update, right? So to solve that, one of the ways is by using the what? The consolidate. This one, the consolidate 2, which I already shared on my YouTube channel. If you go through my YouTube channel, you'll find this one. Now, what I want us to do here is using the 3D formula. Okay, so with this 3D formula, what will happen is once I put the formula there, I copy it down to all the cells down there. Once I add a new worksheet, it will take values in those what? In those new worksheets. Okay, so let's see what I mean. Right, suppose I want, let me just copy it down there. Copy it down there. Month. We're saying the assumption is the cells are the same. The values are on the same what? Are on the same positions across the what? The worksheets. Right. So how do we do it? Okay, so you go to the worksheet where you want to have your what? Your sum. I'll type equals sum tab. I'll go to the first worksheet and then go to the first what? Cell I want to add, and then I'll simply press or type shift down. I just press the key shift and hold, and then I go to the what? To the last one. Okay, to the last worksheet, and just I've released the shift and just do what? Enter. Okay, you find that here the result is the same as the result up there. So what you do then is just copy the formula down, Control D. You find that the results are the same. Okay, so how do we make this dynamic? How do we make it? How different is it from just manually typing in the formula there, the way I've done here? Okay, so I will insert this worksheet between north and south. Okay, make sure that the worksheet you insert is between this what is within the range, this range north to south. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll make sure that the positioning is the same as the other worksheets. So how do I do it? Okay, I remove that row and also remove these two rows. Okay, yeah, I think my the positioning is the same as as these others. Okay, so the positioning is the same. So what I'll do is I'll just drag this one, and before I do that, let's share the screen so that we see the impact. Okay, so that we see the impact. Okay, so copy, paste, control, like that. These ones have no formula, so we'll see the impact of adding this worksheet to within the range. Okay, so before I do that, let me, as I said, share the screen so that we have multiple windows. So where I go is I'll go to view, and then from view, I'm not viewing side by side, I have to go to new window. Okay, having gone to new window, you find that here there is regional sales data 2, and then there's also what regional sales data 1. Okay, so what I'll do, okay, I'll do it like that, and also on the number 2, more or less minimizing, more or less minimizing. So let me drag that one there, let me also drag that one there, and then okay, I drag it up, I drag, okay, let me drag it a bit there. Okay, so what will happen is this is the worksheet where we have the result. Okay, so let's look at what happens to this, or to these figures here. Let's pay just pay attention. Okay, so let's go, I'll get this northeast and put it there. Okay, put it between south and what? South and central. So I'll drag this one, I'll drag it and drop it there. Look what has happened here. Okay, figures have changed. If I remove it, let me remove it and see what happens here. Okay, I drag outside that and see we have gone back to what? To 32,000, all that. Okay, so let me drag it again and put it between south and central. I'll drag it and see what happens in the other worksheet. Drop. Find that the figures have changed here. So that's the beauty of 3D formula or 3D functions, where you can add across multiple worksheets. And then this one becomes very handy when you have very large data sets, or very large workbooks, whereby we have, let's say, 20 worksheets from, let's say, 20 regions. Okay, so you can easily add data using the 3D formula, and especially the sum, using the sum function, right? You can also do what are we saying here? Okay, you can also do, let's see, okay, that's the sum. Okay, you can also do, this one is the sum. You can also do the average, what you all need to do is just change there and then just type average. Okay, tab, enter. Okay, and then you copy it down, and Control D. You find that it gives you there, it will give you the average there. Okay, so this is the beauty about 3D formula. You can consolidate data easily. There are so many ways of consolidating data in Excel, as long as the data is in the same cells. Okay, the data is in the same cells across the multiple worksheets. This is how we do it. So thank you for your time, and bye bye.